it's your girl Maria and welcome back to my channel. And today I have another video for you guys. So today's video, I've been wanting to get this video done and made for you guys for a while. I've had a lot of requests for this video. So I couldn't find anywhere for good lighting. I'm like so sick and tired of driving around trying to find a good place to film. So I'm doing it in my car. So without further ado, this is going to be a video about my weight loss experience. So here we go. Oh wait, but first don't forget to comment, like, subscribe down below, hit that red button. Yeah, so let's go. So to start, if there's anything that anyone ever has to know about me, the one most important thing in the world, I love food. Like, nobody understands. I literally have an addiction to like eating out all the time, trying new foods, always going out to eat, eating at restaurants, takeout, ordering in, Mexican food, pizza, Italian food, Dominican food, Puerto Rican food, everything. I literally love food. Like, and if anybody knows me, you know your girl can eat. Like, I will down a whole plate, a whole meal, 4 meals in a row. Like, I'm telling you. Oh, and then also, like, if you're ever like, if you're Hispanic, you know, every Hispanic grandmother will feed you. It doesn't matter if you're hungry, not hungry, whatever it is. Like, you're either hungry and she's gonna make you something to eat, or you're not hungry and you're still gonna eat it because you don't want to say no to your grandma because she made that plate specifically for you. If anybody else has grandmas like that, like this video, comment down below, because any Hispanics, we all have that grandma. So that's partially, you know, the reason why I had gained so much weight. Ever since I was little, like, since I was young, I can always remember my nickname from my family. Everybody would always call me Gorda, Gordi, which in Spanish means chunky, or like, you know, if you guys ever see like those little kids that have like the thick legs and like you just want to bite into them. Yep, that's pretty much what I look like, a little ball of fat, and everybody was always just calling me Gorda, Gordi. So when we had moved up to New York, it was different up there. Over here in where I live now in Rhode Island, if anybody didn't know that, I live in Rhode Island, Providence, Rhode Island, smallest state. It was a little bit different because we didn't really know anyone. We stayed in the house all the time. Me and my brother, we would literally just stay in our rooms, watch TV, and the only exercise we would get was getting up, walking to the kitchen, getting food, and coming back. We didn't really exercise. I hated physical activity. Oh my gosh, I can't even get started. Gym, I hated gym. I literally got like a 0 in gym one year because I refused to change my clothes. I would sit on the bleachers the entire time and I would never participate. Like, I don't know anybody else who's ever failed gym before, but I failed gym. This is how much I hated physical activity. So that paired with the continuous just staying in the house and eating, I blew up like this. Like, I'm telling you, I went from like 12 years old, maybe like 120, which is still big. At like 12 years old, I don't think any 12-year-old should be like that weight. I don't know. To be honest, I don't know what the ideal weight for a 12-year-old is nowadays, but back then it was not ideal at all. I'm telling you, back then I was like a size 14, and I used to have to go to like the plus sizes. I used to shop in plus size. That's like blows my mind now. Like, I remember I like hit the point where I couldn't get like any jeans that fit me. I was like at Charlotte Russe, all these like basic brand places where all my friends used to shop, and I couldn't shop there because none of the clothes had fit me. Like, it sucked really bad. But I ended up going from wearing a size 14, like plus sizes, down to like, I think I'm like a size 6 right now. Like 4 or 6. It wasn't hard to put the weight on. It was not hard at all. So right around when I was like 200 pounds, I was living here in Rhode Island. That was when I realized, like, that was the tipping point for me. When I got on the scale and it was hitting that 200 mark, I kind of just bawled my eyes out. Like, I literally could not believe, like, dude, you let yourself get to this point. It was like, it was heartbreaking. Like, and I'm like about to cry now, but like, yeah, like, I remember, like, it hurt inside so bad. And you can't be mad at anybody because you let yourself get to that point. but it hurt really, really bad. And I just sat there and I looked at stood there and I looking down at the scale, and I just couldn't believe that it was like reading that high of a number. I've never like been that like big in my life before, and I just couldn't believe that I had let it get to that point. Like, it was just like a really low point in my life, like, and I feel like because of the way that I look, it was feeding into the depression, feeding into like all this just negativity. I just kind of had an epiphany at that point.
Like, you need to lose weight, and you need to do it like this. You need to just, everything you're doing right now, just stop. Just
get your stuff together and start losing some weight. So that's what I did.
One thing I also do want to point out as well, weight looks different on everybody. Weight looks so different on everyone. 190 may look amazing on a male that's 6'5", works out all the time, eats right. He might look beautiful and he might be 190. Meanwhile, me, I was 5'2", fairly short, and you know, without that weight having anywhere really to go this way, it went this way. But again, like, weight looks different on everyone. So don't get up in my comments and tell me, oh, you don't even look like you were 190, you don't look like you were 200, or oh, yeah, whatever. A weight looks different on everybody. And a size or a weight can look different on anybody. So don't let like a number like affect you up here in your mind, because it can physically look different on everyone.
So I was having some family issues here, and I went to go live with my family in upstate New York, which this is probably like the best thing that ever happened to me, because when I got up there, really different, because over here everything's within like arm's reach, a 5-minute walk down the street. There's literally like everything's available to you. Out there, however, it's really different. Like, out there, everything's more like a suburban neighborhood. Everybody has their own houses. Walmarts are like 20-minute drives away. There's no corner stores, not really any fast food chains around. So it was really different in that sense, where I wasn't able to like readily get like fast food, which really helped out. Meals were always home cooked. They were always healthy meals. I'll try to insert pictures here of like the meals that we had. But it was always healthy, and I would remember like we would make enough to feed everyone, but not enough so that everybody was like stuffed at the end of the meal where nobody could move at the end. So it was like a well-balanced meal pretty much. And I remember when I had gotten up there, that was kind of like when I really started taking it serious. Like, they had a treadmill in the house, and I would just go every single day. I would just go get on that treadmill. It was either a mile or an hour on the treadmill. And then that's kind of like, and it, you know, a lot of people, you know, oh, a mile's not a lot. Oh, wow, like I can run like 5 miles in like 10 minutes. Well, congratulations. I am so happy for you. But from this fat girl that literally hated physical exercise, getting on that treadmill was like hell. It sucked so bad. So a mile for me and an hour on there, that was like, it was something to start off with. And I'm like really proud of myself that I actually like did it. And I did it consistently. Every single day I would get on that treadmill. It did not matter what was going on that day. I would get on and I would do that treadmill. And as I started to go, like 1 mile turned into 2 miles. 1 hour turned into 30 minutes. Like, whatever it was, if either I did the mile or I would walk for an hour. So whatever I reached first, that's whatever like I would do. So I was able to complete like a mile in 30 minutes, and then I was able to complete 2 miles in an hour. That's what really like got me there and got me like to keep going, the motivation. When you saw like, hey, yeah, okay, not bad, like, all right, I did a mile and under what I expected, and then you keep going, and then you keep going and getting better and better. Like, that just motivated me to keep going and keep doing it. And then when I physically started to see like what I was like doing, the way that I started to look, it was just like, that was like the icing on top. It was just like, okay, you feel it, you do that every day, you're finally seeing your results. And by the time that I had left Rhode Island, gone to New York, and then the time that I had come back in like 5 months, I left in November, and then I came back in May, because they were having prom here, and unfortunately I wasn't able to go to prom, so I couldn't make it to their prom, but I still wanted to go to their after party. So when I came back to the after party, everybody was like blown away at how I looked. Like, they just could not believe how I looked, like how much weight I had lost in that amount of time. So everybody was telling me and complimenting me about how good I looked, how much weight I lost. Like, And so that was something else that also like hit me and just kept pushing me and motivating me to keep going and keep getting like smaller and just stay on top of myself. Summer of 2015, 2016, just kind of kept going, working little by little, and then like ended up getting into a relationship. And if anybody in a relationship that's been in a relationship for like a long time knows, you get fat, you gain weight when you're in a relationship. When you get love, it's like love is weight. Like that boy is feeding you. You guys are going out to eat all the time. You guys eating inside, like in the home. You guys make meals together. You just eat all the fucking time. You eat all the time. So like once I got into the relationship, I kind of gained a little bit of the weight back. But I was still able to, you know, maintain a relatively like level weight where I was never going past 135 maybe. I would never go more than 135. But yeah, that was pretty much it. Like once I had lost that significant amount of weight, the only thing after that really was like to sit there and tighten and tone my body, which I still am working on. I'm still working on that. I still got plenty of stretch marks. I still got, you know, my chichos. You know, we still got all of this down here. I'm not perfect. I'll tell you that right now. We still got all of this going on. So, and you know, you got the little double chin, you got the little gobble. I ain't perfect. I will sit here and I will tell you sometimes when I go like this, I still got a double chin. And guess what? I don't care now because I got confidence. And then on top of losing the weight, like you start, I don't know, you get like a little bit of a glow up. So like when you glow up, I guess it's part of like losing weight and like looking better and feeling better. And then you get that confidence. So you know, you just glow. You literally just glow after that. It's not really about like what you look like. It's kind of just taking like what you look like and just having the confidence to rock it. And if you're not confident about the way that you look, if you're not happy about the way you look, then change it. You know, people will go out there and get plastic surgery all the time. Look at all these celebrities. They all have little minor issues like with their nose or their lips, whatever it is, and they'll go out and they'll spend money to change it. Not everybody has money to change their stuff that quickly like that, but if you don't like something, change it, do something about it. So I'm gonna kind of give you guys a little bit of like the breakdown of what I did and what worked for me, and like some tips and tricks. So tip number 1, the most important tip: set a goal for yourself. I'm gonna say it again: set a goal for yourself. That is the most important tip ever. Because if you don't set a goal for yourself, you're literally just going aimlessly. So set a goal for yourself. That way you can kind of see progress. With goals come progress. So you set your goal. You want to get up to here. Little by little, you'll start going. Your progress will go. You'll go. You'll go. And guess what? Eventually, with progress, you're going to reach your goal. Tip number 2, routine. So once you set a goal, work on your routine. Routines are different for everybody, and that's kind of why it's really important too. Some people are busier than others. Some people go to school. Some people have kids. So to set a goal and then get a routine that works for you is really important. My routine, what I would have done when I was living in New York. So I would wake up in the morning, I'd take my water bottle, I'd have a slice of bread with peanut butter, sometimes bananas, and then at school I would eat half of whatever I had for lunch. So you want to make sure whatever you were eating before, you're cutting down your portions now, and you're only going to eat half of it. So I would eat half of whatever I would eat at school, and then when I got home, I would have dinner. We would have like really light dinners, usually like chicken breast, pasta, salad, mashed potatoes, stuff like that. So I would have dinner, I would drink the tea, and then I would get on the treadmill for either a mile or for an hour. So whatever one came first. And then as I started going, the more I started doing it, I ended up like going for longer. So for 2 miles and then for 2 hours or whatever it was. So after I would hit the treadmill, I would do like target exercises. So I would do like squats, sit-ups, like push-ups, stuff to target different areas in my body that I really wanted to work on and like slim down. Then after that, I would shower, make my water for the next day, and go to bed. So, tip number 3, water is your best friend. Water is going to be your only friend. So that was the first thing I did when I started like this weight loss process. I cut out juice, I cut out sodas, I cut out anything and everything. I only drank water. the night before, I would cut up lemons and I would make my kind of like my lemon water for the next day. I've heard you can add like cucumbers, you can add cayenne pepper, you can add like a bunch of different things, oranges, but my favorite thing was the lemons, and then sometimes I would do the oranges too. And I would put them into a water bottle, like one of the big ones like that you get like at Planet Fitness when you sign up. That's the one that I was using. And then you would fill it up with water. So I would let it sit overnight, and then that way when I got it in the morning, the water would be like really acidic. So when you drank it, the acid, the acidity, I don't know if that's a word. Acidity. Anyway, the acidity from the water would start like breaking down the fat inside of you. So you want to make sure you work from the inside out. And my goal, because at the time I was still going to school, my goal was to make sure that I finished that water bottle by the time I got home that day. So then when I got home, I would make another water bottle and try to finish it by the time that I went to bed. So that's kind of what I did for that. Now I strictly just stick to water. Water is a beautiful thing. It's so pure. Don't even buy bottled water because you're wasting your money on it. Just get a filter and a water bottle, and that's all you need. And you can take that water bottle with you around everywhere. So, water. So, the last and final tip I'm going to give you, I can probably give you guys like tips on and on and on and on, but last and final tip I'm going to give you guys, which is going to be number 4, is commitment. You need commitment. Do you hear me? You need to commit. So,
don't sit here and say, I want to lose weight, and I'm going to lose weight, and I'm going to do it tomorrow, and I'm going to do this, and I'm going to do it. No, you need to, if that's something that you've really been struggling with, and that's something that you really want to do and get to it, do it. You're going to do it right now. Drop that soda that you have in your hand. Drop those chips in the garbage. Go buy some fruit. Set a goal for yourself. Make up a routine. Throw out all those bad stuff that you have in your kitchen. Fill it up with water and healthy snacks. Stop making excuses. Just figure it out. Whatever it is that you don't like about your weight, your body, whatever it is. If you want a bigger butt, if you want a flatter stomach, if you don't want these chicken wings anymore, then do something about it. Like whatever your goal is, stick to your routine and just stick with it.
So, this video is getting pretty long now. I'm starting to lose sunlight. I'm starving and I kind of gotta pee. So, I'm gonna cut this video out here. Alright guys, so that is the end of this video. I've probably talked your head off. You're probably tired of listening to me at this point if you're still watching. But yeah, thank you to everybody for watching my weight loss experience story. I hope this helps somebody out there. I'll try to make sure I insert pictures all throughout the video to give you guys kind of an idea of my progress. Yeah. Give this video a big thumbs up and hit that red button down below to subscribe for any future videos. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.